Sometimes they're really good. Sometimes they're really bad.
It's true. Well, gentlemen, I'm gonna let you guys take it from here. This is it. Our next set of games, last matches of the day. Hawks, Maven, closure.
Oh my God, I just feel so blessed to be around him. I just feel like my life is better after being around a celebrity. That's just wow. But now into our final match of the night until we sleep, eat entire pizzas collectively, and then get ready for Championship Sunday. But Tribe trying to rebound. Now, what's a big thing for me here, Access, is like Tribe just had a tough loss. They think they should have won that series. They know they made a ton of mistakes in the last 20 minutes. How do you forget about that series, brush it off, make sure you don't underestimate Gene, and just come out and fry him? And I think what's good though is they do get the same map one, right? So they can make sure they don't suck as bad as they did in the last series.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think they are a respawn team primarily. And I think this first round being a hard point on Crash, I think this is kind of an opportunity for them to regain that confidence, get the frags back up, and just kind of get that energy back going for the team.
See if they're going to be able to do it. Basically tied now as we get through our first hard point. Not a ton of time for either team. We'll wait for the next hard point to pounce as people are battling for control of the third story building. Piano's trying to peek mid with the LMG in hand. I needed one more bullet to get two. Shot a little off point, and Narrow will make him pay. Inside the hard point, it's Tribe.
Piano already fragging out 7 kills with the chopper. Currently, Tribe holding down the point, 40 seconds left. Chun-Li able to push in, Tala as well. Narrow's going to try to reach here.
And this is, I think last time we watched it, this is the hard point where they're going to give up a bit more now. There was like 40 seconds, but they stopped committing to this with about 25 seconds left and said, screw it. We're going to rotate. It's really hard to break into 3-story. We're just going to go ahead and set up. But then they set up and they got broken really quickly. So this time it looks like they decided to throw one more wave at this and maybe see if they can play it on the other side of it and get a break. So just, it's a lot different for Tribe this time around, at least through the first couple of hard points.
Yeah, absolutely. And it looks like Gene is set up already pretty well on this current hard point. Looks like Leon might try to rotate around here. Honestly, I like the positioning of Gene right now. Able to cover multiple different angles. I don't know if Tribe will be able to breach very easily here.
Well, Leon's got eyes on 3 of them back alley, so they should have the hard point. Yeah, they're basically already breached. Let's say, in front of us, you see an entire team in front of Leon. So they got the kills, they spawned them out, and now the chopper is chopping the entire side of Gene Gaming. Take one more down. It can hip fire too. This gun's absurd, by the way.
Yeah, it's pretty disgusting. The only downside is really the mobility, but if you're able to pre-ADS and set up in proper positions, it's a beam.
You mean down an alley? Yeah, that seemed like
just
a good spot for it.
And right here, this head looks... And then he was just spraying this wall for good measure.
Well, the blunders of the Crash Hardpoint in the last series, not the case here. They have taken a massive lead. It'll be, what, about 100 to 43.
Yeah.
After we wrap this hard point, they're in a great position, and we'll see if Gene Gaming can bounce back. Leon now with Annihilator out. He's popping. He's connecting. Just trying to catch him on the peak, but can't quite get it.
Looks like Tribe is going to take control of this current hard point. No Gene players close. Going to be able to get a good, probably 20 out of this at least. Potentially being able to get a W here. Bolu going to take some shots. Able to get some good movement. A kill right there. Can he get the double? No, he's going to go down to Chun-Li right there. Still, I was surprised he even got 1 out of that. He was in a very tough situation.
This could not be more different than last time we saw it. Tribe is absolutely dominating. They fixed the mistakes from the last time through. They're looking to close out the game. We'll take a look at the other matchup. Right now,
a much closer game.
Is going to be in control of that one as well. Yep, it went up 30 or so, but yeah, a lot tighter than this one. They can actually win it here. Tribe, if they get the rest of this time, Gene's going to have to fly forward, try to get in. They hop out of it for a second. They can no longer win on this particular hard point. We're at least going to see it. See one more.
Yeah, they will have to set up next here. Looks like the player's pushing up. Overtaken to get beamed right there. Great kills from Tribe. They're going to be set up inside of the hard point with just 2 more seconds to go, and it looks like they're going to take this game. Very, very convincing win on the side of Tribe right there.
Yeah.
150 to 47, complete flip-flop.
Yeah, I think they lost. It was 150 to 55 or something like that. Yeah, so basically just flipped it on its head. And that is an example. And granted, maybe Gene's not as good of a team as Xset, but that's why I was saying for me, it was all on the map one. They played poorly. I think you got an example of how well they could play on the map right there. They do that in the last series. They're probably sitting in the winners bracket final, but they don't. They don't play well. Now they have to rebound and make a run through losers. Great start to this best of 5.
They are kind of quieter players, believe it or not, which I think then the strat becomes call out every single thing that you see and just try to give as much information as possible, because if the team isn't doing that, then they're going to generally be a little quieter and you're going to get players that aren't calling out things that they should. So I imagine the strategy with that team is definitely like shout out every single thing that you see. And then as they do that, as they practice, they just kind of learn how to read each other and make those call outs in the proper way.
Yeah.
To the untrained eye or ear, it's gibberish, though.
This is great for Drive. I mean, you get back-to-back maps you just played. I don't know how it played out like that, but that is great. You get to improve on your mistakes. And they did find some success on this map. I mean, honestly, they lose 2 1v1s. They could have won map 2 if it weren't for Moralto hitting some of the more absurd snipes I've seen. So maybe here we won't see too much of a change, I think, to their overall strategy. I think we get to firing range. That'll absolutely be the case, but they found some success here. They just didn't clutch up when it mattered.
Yeah, absolutely. And like you said, Moralto was a pretty big pivot right there, a pretty big factor. But already they're at a 4v1 situation, so taking a very solid round 1. Chun-Li, the only one left. Looks like Tribe is going to be able to get the plant.
And this is just kind of like I talked about the transition to this series. This is an easier map to kind of grenade out. Make it messy, 5-man hit stuff, catch people off guard. That kind of plays the Tribe's favor. And you know, they do it in the first round, they 5-stack, they get the kills. Chun-Li now going to be in a world of trouble with just under 30 seconds left to go to try and pull off a insane 1v4, which Moralto almost did if he could have won the 1v1.
Yeah, for sure.
Not going to happen.
Lost that round.
Another thing with Gene too is they did say that they have very little confidence when it comes to S&D, but the map that they have trained on the most and gotten the most reps in is standoff. They said they are pretty confident that they could take W's on this map, so it's going to be interesting to see how they do play it and how Tribe is able to react, or if Tribe will be able to actually dictate the pace of the match.
Well, I mean, that's been their entire goal. And they're definitely trying to dictate the pace. I mean, they're the one bringing basically all the engagements to play. I think 1 drops from both sides. Now 4v4, but bomb will be planted for Tribe. And once again, it's going to be a retake position for Gene. Can they find a little bit more success this time? Or as I say that, 1 is going to drop. And as you take a look at the map, a flank's about to come in. Player mid-street should get caught. That'll happen. This should be another round of Tribe.
Yeah, looking like a 4v2 situation here. Tala pushing up, seeing if he's able to get a kill. Not Nera's going to get a kill right there with the Type 25. Down to a 4v1 IPNO. The top fragger is able to get 1 kill, but there's basically no time at this point, so probably just going to sit back.
Another round of Tribe, and yeah, I mean, I haven't talked to the team.
Lost that round.
But we started talking about why they play it like this, and my gut tells me that they know, and I might even agree with them, if they get in any 5-on-5 fight, they're winning it. If it is a head-on-head bash, they are winning it. So they are trying to create those fights, and more often than not, you're not going to get a 5-on-5 when you're 5-hitting. You're going to get a 5-on-2, a 5-on-1, a 5-on-3. Like, you're going to have numbers.
Enemy contact.
And they like that play style. Just got to figure it out on firing range. But so far, so good on standoff. Once again, they're all able to get towards the site. The utility going to back up 1 player. The bomb will be planted. First blood again to Tribe. It's looking good for him again.
Yeah, absolutely. In a 3v2 situation here. Going to see if Gene can pull something out. But Overtake's going to take some shots right here on 1 player. Not able to connect on enough for a kill, though. Looks like Tribe's going to get a little bit aggressive here.
Yeah, what are they doing? They don't need to do anything. They can just hold the bomb there. Sure, we're flying at you.
Yeah.
Yeah, where are they going? I don't know. I mean, they're likely going to win the round. It's going to work out, but when I saw them sprinting across the street towards Brown, I'm like, where are you guys going?
Yeah, these are KD players. They're just hunting for the kills as much as possible. Which, I mean, it works, and they're definitely proving it works right now, but against some other teams that know how to kind of play against that, it's tough, as we saw in the past matches. But right now, Gene just really doesn't know how to respond, and Tribe's fragging out.
Oh, yeah, they're getting bullied. I mean, they're getting bullied.
Yeah. Well, a little nade right there, though, from Chun-Li.
It looks like their call is to try and have the numbers here and hold them off the site. But
Yeah.
we checked Shades for 1 second, or Chills. He is in a position where he could hit the flank.
I'm hurt.
The bomb has been
He might be
got
the
one
guy
right
that's
there.
gonna make the play. Oh, he already got the kill. Okay, so yeah, he was able to get the kill on the flank. That was massive. Another first blood for Tribe. And
Good shots.
you can't, if you're getting first blooded every single round on defense, you're not going to win rounds.
Yeah, absolutely.
Whether
how
it's
does
like
Gene even
early,
react?
whether it's
What do they-
early, like pre-plant, it spreads the map. If it's post-plant, it makes the
I'm
retake
down.
really
Need
hard.
backup.
You can't give up numbers every single time. And well, your question of what you're supposed to do, they tried to deal with the 5-stack with a 5-stack. The problem was this time it was like a 4-1 split for Tribe. They had one person that was kind of pinching the flank, and he catches a player. So what do? Sometimes the other team is better, and it's tough.
Yeah.
And I have zero advice.
Contact with enemy. I'm down.
Well, thermite kill right there from Bolu, and then Tala able to take out Leon. Yo, fun fact, Tala is actually the oldest player in this entire tournament at 32, and he's been fragging.
I love that. Representing
He's-
for us old guys.
Yeah. And Coding at 2 HP here, the last player on the side of Gene Gaming with a BY-15. If he's able to do anything here, it's gonna be insane. Looks like
Yeah,
he's gonna
it's
take
gonna
a
be-
shot.
5 straight offenses for Tribe.
I'm down.
That is
Very fast.
well, as clean as it can be. And yeah, it took a couple of minutes. You're not wrong. Every plant was easy. They got a first blood in every. Wait, this
Inside.
round was did the nade go off before the kill for Tribe?
I don't recall.
All right, well, Gene may have gotten one first blood, but there was a kill instantly for Tribe as well, so you can barely call it a first blood, and it is 5-0. And now you switch to offense, which, yeah, maybe if they're still doing the 5-man hold, you can get lucky and you're going to be getting the offsite and you can get a fast plant, but all it takes is one round where you're hitting the 5-stack. Because look, all 5 of them, I believe, are hitting back alley. Yeah, they're just all hitting it.
Yep.
So now the problem here is I would dip. Yeah, I was gonna say I thought he was gonna go like peek back. Like, no, get out of there.
Oh my
Throw some
god.
utility, sure, but back up to your teammates. Do not get caught. You get caught, you lose this round.
And in turn the match. Looks like he might have a decent angle here. Oh, he went right off as the players are pushing up. He's gonna rotate around.
inside.
Players gonna push up. Able to get
Nice
the
go.
kill though. Now
Nice
back
go.
off and reload.
And
Yeah,
that was big from Chun-Li. I thought he was going to overchow a couple of times, but he got back, got the position, gave him the numbers. Unfortunately, he doesn't get a lucky timing. I thought he was going to for a second, but he will get caught, but it's only going to be narrow, and Shell's left in the site. Both are going to end up dropping, and that will be a round win. And that was played really well from Chun-Li, because where they've found success in those 5-man defenses pushes is when they've been able to push and catch a player, or catch 2 players that are by themselves. When they catch them, it's gone great. We saw them do it a couple times versus X-Set. But where you get all that information as a solar player, you can call it all out to your team, and you can back it up, and you can get a kill and stay alive. That was great from Chun-Li.
Ooh, interesting push from Coding right there, taking the shotgun right through the smoke, and he gets punished for it instantly. Now we're down to just one player on Gene, and he's gonna go down. Giving round 2 to Tribe, putting them up 2-0. Whew,
And there,
that was
yeah,
dominant.
there was the 5-stack, and there was the place where you were overcommitted and you got caught, whereas they couldn't trap people on firing range. But yeah, both. I thought both these matchups might be lopsided, just based on what it's seen today. This one absolutely has been. Tribe is the better team right now. It's no disrespect to Gene. You know, they've had some nice wins, but Tribe's the better team. I don't know what else to say to that.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. This was really tough for Gene going into it.
We're getting ready for the map 3. It has not been we've had some really tight, entertaining series. We've had some blowouts. This looks to be on the side of blowout. Kind of like I was talking about at the right before we went to break. You've got to somehow get early 2-cap control, and maybe you can slow it down with LMGs and ARs. But there's so many, like you said, at that B point, there's not like great lines of sight to do
No.
that. So
Yeah, Tribe definitely doesn't have that much pressure on them at the moment. They're just kind of heading into this match feeling very comfortable and getting right into it. Here we go.
Enemy contact.
Enemy has A.
see if they can close it out. Tectonic just got horrible timing. I think I wasn't sure if he saw him or not. Now he's going to be able to spot him. I think he actually lost that gunfight, so he'll end up dropping, but the B point looks like it's going to get finished almost instantly by Tribe, and that's kind of worst case scenario here for Gene.
Yeah, absolutely. It does look like they had a player on it to get a couple more, not points necessarily, but kind of refresh it on their side, but Tribe able to clean them up almost instantly.
Yeah, this is where, like, how do you slow this down? I've got no idea, because you're just going to be running into the blender as they are set up in power positions like this, just playing on heading mid-map, challenging for the second kill. I think he rockets him and kills himself with the rocket, so 2 will drop there. A little bit of progression on the B point for Gene Gaming. You have a chance to take advantage now with 2 dead for Tribe. Can they get the switch? They can. So that was great. They get a couple of kills. They're able to get it done.
Yeah, now it's really all about maintaining it. I mean, as we saw in past matches on this map, in this mode, B gets switched constantly, like right here. Here we go. Boom, switches. B Meltdown is just a constant switch, which was really surprising. As Bobby and I spoke about before, we expected it to be kind of a point where a team would get it and then maintain it for the rest of the match, basically. And then the opposing team would have to try to go for either A or C, depending on what one they don't have, which it does look like Gene will be going for C right now. They might be able to stick it. Nah, Tribe's going to take him out there.
Yeah, I was surprised when you guys said that because, yeah, it's mid-map. Yeah, you can get to it fast and everything, but, like, it just feels like how quick you get to it. Like, you get 2-3 down, you can flip it quickly. Yeah, Bobby was in the middle of saying how hard it was, and, like, it flipped twice in the span of 5 seconds, so it can be nuts for sure. Speaking of nuts, Tectonic, he's been lights out basically throughout the course of the entire day. He is talented.
Yeah, him and Childs have been fragging out like crazy. Tectonic, again, I've said this a couple times, but to all my gun nerds, like, that GKS play is pretty absurd. That is a weapon that nobody talked about, nobody thought would be any good, but he's been absolutely going off with it.
So is it similar to, like, what it was in Black Ops 3, where it's basically, I called it, like, a mini ICR. Like, it's almost like a hybrid where it's got really good range, it shoots like a beam, but the damage output is low?
I would, no, it's almost the complete opposite. It's a slow fire rate, hard hitting, so AK would be the closest weapon inside of this.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong gun, but I swear, like, back in Black Ops 3, the GKS was like a mini ICR, almost like a sub-version of it.
I would say it's kind of the closest thing to an AR that we have on SMGs, so kind of a hybrid between the two. But yeah, a little bit slower firing, similar to the AK-47.
Okay.
Oh man, Child's already Cluster Strike, XS1, and Predator just waiting to use it whenever he needs it. And they also have the triple cap ending round 1 right there. I mean, this is the dominance I expected.
Yeah, no, I think we all kind of did. We were hoping Gene could put up a fight, but a little bit outclassed right now. All you can do when you're in this position, tournament life on the line, put your best foot forward, try to keep the comms positive, try to come up with some kind of insane comeback. But they're in a big hole in the series, they're in a big hole in the map, and unfortunately for Gene Gaming and their fans, it looks like their tournament dreams might be ending here in the next couple of minutes unless they can do one of the more insane comebacks we've seen so far. But to your point about persistence, that's really going to start to come into play, because look at the kills. Look how lopsided it is. Chales has 14 kills.
Yeah.
Like, they have such an edge there that even if you get the B point, like if you got the B point in the first half of your Gene Gaming, you feel good about them being able to lock it down. Now you're going to have to deal with so much added utility.
Yeah, absolutely. As we can see right here, Child with the XS1. I mean, the only chance for Gene Gaming at this point essentially is going to be a triple cap, unless they got the double cap right now. And Tribe is just running through with the XS1, everything, the Annihilator, everything.
They're just about to get spawn killed, if anything. They're barely going to get out of their base. I think it's going to be the problem. One snuck through enemy lines.
Oh, big triple there.
But they're still getting pushed. They're still getting pushed. The Goliath finally going to fall.
They had 4 people on that one head glitch right there. Able to take out the XS1, but yeah, at this point, I think 100 to 60. I don't know if I'm doing my math right, but it would require basically a triple cap from Gene Gaming to come back at this point.
This doesn't look very fun for them right now.
No, I
feel for them. This is when you're getting pummeled like this, it is tough to fight against. Tribe just on point. If anyone was worried about their bounce back ability after the lost the X set, well, they show their talent here. The Friars are frying. Narrow going off. Chales now up to 19. Looking for more, just putting damage in. The movement on point, the shot on point. They're dominating.
I would almost imagine they're kind of disappointed they don't have another match following this, because if I were them, I'd be wanting to carry this momentum over into the next ones. But I mean, at the same time, they could be tired and ready for a break and ready to come back tomorrow. Sure.
Yeah, and this is one of those things where I think this point as a whole can be kind of stupid, where it's like a good loss for someone. I don't know if that's really a thing, but that loss to XSET could end up being good in the case of they're going to realize they can't come out flat-footed, they can't play certain maps the way they are, and they're going to improve tomorrow as a result of that. Obviously, you would love to just win that, even if it was a sloppy win and be in the winner's final, but you'd rather get caught when they did than maybe get caught in the grand final, right, where you make all those mistakes. So maybe this will be a chance for them to review VOD tonight, make sure they're on fire tomorrow, because they are sure on fire right now.
Yeah, and as you said before, I think when they're reviewing the VODs, obviously the first game that they had, the last hardpoint, I believe, on Crash, that's going to boil down to them saying that was a terrible game. We know what we have to do. But then after that, they're obviously going to be looking at that S&D match and trying to figure out exactly what their mistakes were. And as I have said throughout the basically entire tournament, Tribe is one of the teams that is extremely structured. They have a coach that's been talking to them and watching these games. So I definitely could see them adjusting very, very well for tomorrow.
Whoa, that was fast. It's really not much else to break away from that, unfortunately. But you know, I think for Gene, it was one heck of a run, and you know, we hope to see them, you know, continue on in this journey of competing in Call of Duty Mobile. But hey, you know what, man? I mean, at the end of the day, right? You got to make a statement. Statement certainly is going to be made, Hawks, and I think that Tribe they're feeling pretty good right now. Take place today. So we get a moment to pull that up and refresh everyone. We started off the day with our quarterfinal matches. It got a little slow in the beginning where Nova and Gene. Nova had toppled Gene fairly easily. Strike Zone did the same thing, but then business started to pick up once we saw XSET versus Vio, and then it was Tribe and Truly OP. And that has kind of been the story of this tournament. The big matchup, as you see there, two big matchups. But the one we really focused on was XSET versus Tribe. We've been gassing up Tribe all day, but XSET was having none of that, and they gave them the smoke. They're moving on to the winter finals. Meanwhile, Nova's been real quiet, Hawks, up on top. But no one's really giving them the time of day, and I feel like a lot of people are really counting them out here. Do you think that they have that opportunity to be able to upset XSET here?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, I think Maven, when I said earlier there's a chance that Nova could come out, I think he disagreed, but I personally think Nova is a top team. While they don't look super flashy, I think they do have their fundamentals kind of down. They are a very
opportunity.
smart.
But let's look at the lower part of the bracket. This is where the war zone really has been. I mean, teams have been dropping left and right. Fear, they are going to be eliminated. Truly OP eliminates Team Vio. Strike Zone, we just saw them take their exit, and Gene Gaming have now exited the competition as well, leaving us with our top 4 teams remaining. But tomorrow it is a loser semifinal matchup for the ages as Truly OP looks to get their revenge here against Tribe. Maven, do you think Tribe pulls this one off? Do you think that history repeats itself?
I think Tribe are going to win the event.
Ooh, I didn't even ask you for that.
Yeah.
If not, who do you have?